we start today. We're going to head out to an Agrifac today, see what the issues are with the prescriptions they're not loading in. Just going to go out and have a bit of a look. Hopefully this fog clears up soon, might be able to do some testing. Okay, so it's been over an hour now. Just about to turn off. It's, I don't know, can you see that? Anyway, just turn onto the farm. And now we're going to try and find an Agrifac. See if we can find that. So apparently, the sprayer should be to my left. Let's have a look. See some time lapse. There's an air seeder, and there's our sprayer. Rightio, there she is. Let's have a look. See what we can figure out. So, we're loading up prescriptions here. Our customer had some issues. I think it was just mainly didn't know how to use it properly. So, discussed a few different options in our settings here in application control. I turned this one on for his themes. Just changes the colours or the coverage rate for the prescription that he's using. It's an Agrifac sprayer, so pretty wide. The prescription use, just turn this off so that when he loads up the same job next time it doesn't automatically control the prescription. All green tiles on the spray screen here. Just check our material on the UAN. That's what it is. It's liquid fertilizer, distributed litres per hectare. Set your target rates, rate increment, the minimum rate, and then the maximum rate. Set these well above what your prescription is going to be, and we'll save that. We're going to select that material to use. Go back to our main screen. That. So we've got our field, got our task. Our task is going to be new. Put a fert. Got our materials. Wait for this implement to load up. I think he's waiting to fill the sprayer, but he'll be alright. So we start our job. So no prescription currently. Type out prescription. Prescription is this QB4, it's the name of the paddock. Right, we're in a lead time in there, about 1 second. Off rate behaviour, so it's going to use the last rate. We'll go to default rate. So when it's out of the area, it's going to still apply something. We're into the default rate of 60 litres per hectare. Save that. We enable the prescription by clicking on the RX. Now you can see your rate here is for your prescription map. RX means prescription. We're off the prescription at the moment, so our default rate is shown. You know it's going to work. We can double click, we can see these rate zones. You can change those colours. Change this to target rate, and then we have our targets that we set up. You can see what the colours are. Right, we'll let them fill up and then we can get going. So that was an easy fix, that was all sorted. Just had to change the layers, colours for the mat. That job's all finished. Off to the next one now. Down to another sprayer, just Goldacres. Different issues, different customer. Probably about an hour and a half drive, so see you there. On my way down to the job, Goldacres. In the meantime, somebody else has called up and they've got issues with a CFX 750 or FM 750 with a 24V1. They need to use theirs, so I'll go to do that one first, whereas the Goldacres, they're not using it at the moment, and they can wait a little bit, so pretty much close to each other, so we'll go and have a look, figure out what's going on with that one first, and then head to the Goldacres later this afternoon. But that means that I'm going to have a long day, so didn't really plan on that, didn't bring lunch with me, so going to go find a bakery for lunch, and then we'll continue on. Right, so had lunch and heading to the CFX with the issues in the 24V1. See what we find. I couldn't really do much about that job. Touchscreen had failed and we don't have displays with me, so he has to go back to the office and he's got to make a decision whether he repairs the touchscreen or goes for a new system. So we will work on that one. I think he will probably end up repairing the touchscreen, and then we can go back there and fix the issues that are going on. Off to the next one, which is Goldacres. See you soon. So swapped out the loan screen for his new one. Plugged in our Ethernet connector here, put a new RAM mount on. This is just a little Wi-Fi dongle, so we can do remote support, get log files and stuff like that. So I've got that in here for this one. Having a few issues with the sprayer. So we need to make some changes. We need to select a few things here. Select our vehicle. Select our implement. This one is at 36.5 meters, we'll select that. The dot goes in here, means it's selected. So couple of files on here. Always get these around the wrong way. Get in there. Right. It's going to change the background. Make it a little bit better. USB, background, set. Heaps better. That's a bit smaller. Move these over here. we got? Anyway, so we're going to set up the Wi-Fi on here. I need to download some remote support apps, so let's go in here, turn my Wi-Fi on, hotspot, Wi-Fi on. So that's me. Cool, connected. Go back to our App Central. Let this load up. Probably needs a bit of a clean on that screen. It's the customers. We'll give it a clean for them. Get an install TeamViewer, quick support. And install. Cool. Western Australian internet. We're going to be waiting here a while. Okay, so chuck that there. We need to check how the bus is being powered up. Sit there. So this is coming from the implement bus connector. You can see the bus is being powered up from the implement connector back there. So that means that we don't need this one to have power. This will get powered up by the whole bus. So it's going to remove these wires out of here. Pull that out of there. Stick you up here for a second. So just do a removal tool. Off here. We need to remove this ground wire here and this power wire here. So stick the connector in there, pull it out, then it comes out. So on this one, stick it in, can't pull it out until you remove your tool, then it'll come out. Now we'll just heat shrink these up, put our terminator back on here. They'll get powered up by the bus from the rest of the machine, and these won't be affecting it, and we can connect this back up to here. And you see, this should go green. We should get our Raven controller there. ECU is being connected. We know it's all communicating now. Go to our UT. See the NORAC height control and then the Raven product controller. Just wait for that to load. It's all come on, there's no faults inside the Raven system. No information. That's bit slow. So no current faults. Active faults, none. Inactive, these are all old ones, so we can clear them. So we know the Raven side's working well. We'll go ahead and insulate that. Put some heat shrink over there and tidy the wires up. And I think we're just about done. I could probably check the can with a scope while I'm here. Yeah, I think I might do that. We'll set that up. We'll go grab it and see how we go. Alright, so just protected these from being shorted out, heat shrink them up. What I've done is I've connected up these test leads to green to can low, yellow to can high. And they go into my scope. So we will run this. Automotive. On here we're going to do communication and then can low and can high. Now let's separate these a little, see what we got. Okay, so nothing, so probably means my connections not plugged in properly. Give them a ball wheel. So what we got, blue is our can high, see it's going from 2.6 volts to about 3.6, and then can low is on the red. Let's bring that down, yeah, so 2.5 volts down to 1.5 volts, so 1 volt difference between the two messages. Can add decoding and stuff. I just wanted to see kind of what they look like, that I got messages on both lines. To confirm that the CAN messages are healthy, to eliminate that as an issue. We can do some measurements. So we can do the maths channel. So you go A minus B. Level, use that, bring that down here. So it just eliminates any interference, and then you can tell that the difference is reading, each one's a bit, little ones are bits, and then bytes. We can do some decoding. Okay, maybe we can't. Serial decoding, yes. Great. Now I can. So, see our threshold, baud rate, 250, we're in can high. So you can see we get some messages come up down here. It's decoding a little bit. Don't know if I'll quite set up properly, but if we drag that down. So we've got the start of the message, a little bit of bit stuffing, and then that is your data or the message. At the end we've got some error checking, just kind of disappearing off the screen. But we can see down here, Red is bad, black is good, so black ones have been understood as a CAN message. But we don't have any faults either, so I'd say the repair that we've done is pretty good. It's now going to be up to the customer to test it and try it in real world situations. What I'm going to do here, I'll just stop that and then start again, just so we can send some messages off to our support network and they can diagnose and troubleshoot, see if there's anything wrong with the actual CAN messages. Put all the cap back together, tested the CAN, everything seems to be fine. Now we just need to send everything that we've done off to support and see how we go with it. It'll be up to the customer now to test in a real world situation, go out spraying and do some checks, see if there's any faults, and you'll report back to us. And for now we just need to test it, make sure we get satellites, that everything is communicating, working as it should, and then we can leave and head home. So now we're just waiting for the center point to come in, or range point, sorry, on this one. Should nearly be there. Yeah, just everything's all working as it should. We've got our Raven online and our NORAC is there as well. Just check messaging setup. Wheelbase speed, very ground based speed. 5 Hertz or 5 times a second. Save that. So we're heading back home now. Got some work to do in the office for the rest of the afternoon. Probably another hour and a half, we'll be home. We're going to let that customer do some testing, use the sprayer, see if he still gets the same issue coming up or not. He'll call me, no doubt, as soon as there's an issue. That's usually the way it works. If you don't hear from them, then the issue's fixed.